on for hours, I
Glorious
believe.
name of Wang.
All right. So now that we are live, what I want to know is someone, if you remember, to recap what happened last session. I remember a little
I
bit.
remember.
So.
Ugh.
I remember.
I caught fire.
We went down into the Underhive. We had a guide. Yeah, the dude we came down with talked to some gangers. They gave us a guide. We were going to a black market, I think it was, to investigate where the servitors and their equipment came from. When we got ambushed, like the walls of the Underhive broke, radioactive water started spilling in. We got funneled into a tunnel, and then we killed a bunch of gangers.
And I killed my Fethin guide.
Yes, your guide
Yeah.
did eat the dust.
Good.
Yeah,
Or
but
bit the
he
dust, I
was,
should say.
wasn't he
He was
such
useless
death
much
the
back.
accident?
I think his death might have been accidental,
Yeah,
It
he
was,
got killed by a bolt.
though it's
Yeah.
questionable whether or not the ambush was accidental on his part.
Oh no.
or whether you knew about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Very
So we'll pick up the game. Got my throat.
So we are lost in the Underhive.
You are in
Yes.
the Underhive. You're in the twisting catacombs of the Underhive right now. Behind you, you have the body of your guide. You have the charred corpses, as well as the bullet-ridden, blasted bodies of the gang that attacked you, looking to get easy prey, because they tried to drown all of you, but they didn't quite succeed there by the quick thinking of Barris. Now, we have the locked door behind you that has been full of the radioactive water that all of you thoroughly were able to not be affected by, if I remember correctly.
One of us did. I can't remember who it was, though.
I
Oh,
almost
boy.
did, but I think I used Wrath to pass.
Wasn't
Oh yeah, I think a bunch of us failed and then rathed it.
yeah. Wasn't
Yeah.
Varys gonna try to like fix that now that we're not in immediate danger?
Oh no, it was the plasma gun that I was fixing. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
is it-
and the
Oh, his
I
plasma
was also
gun.
gonna
Yeah,
Yeah.
his plasma gun went out. Yeah.
Overheated.
Yeah, so Barris is just gonna walk over to Jeg and snatch the plasma gun out of his hands and like cradle it in his arms,
Jack, what do you do
Like,
when he snatches the pistol
cooing
for the thing from
slightly
you?
in binary cant.
What?
What do you do when Barris snags the plasma gun from you?
I punch him in the face.
Oh no.
Whack!
Just
Alright.
punch me in the face and your hand just
No
clangs.
rolls. We're not gonna go to typical PvP. But we'll go in a little bit with this. So, yeah, you snatch it from him, and maybe because you are working together, but maybe not a complete cohesive group yet. So he does not like that, and he just literally punches you in the face, Barris. But Jeg, I mean, you got to know that Barris is made up of mostly metal. At least his mouthpiece is. So
Yeah.
you definitely strike metal with your fist.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit.
I'm just
Barris
gonna.
just
He took my
menacingly
gun.
ignites the plasma torch on his utility mechadendrite.
Children, please.
Since my phantom grip is still active because I never actually stated I turned it off, I'm just going to move the hands between them and just slowly push them apart.
You hear a
Yes,
clunk,
keep
clunk.
the madman away from me.
Clock, clock. Give me back my gun then.
Where do we hear that clunk?
from all around, and then the lights in the area click out.
Oh boy.
Barris is gonna real quick just yank out the plasma core, jigger with it, fix everything, just hand it back to Jeg.
Yeah, at this point you activate the plasma gun again, and the coils light up a little bit of
it's
a blue.
Tech 3 test, is it?
Yes.
Okay. So let me remember this. I press modifier on the skill and then the Wrath and Glory button on the stat.
Yes.
Yes.
Just like that.
Oh wait, I should have rolled one more die for that.
Yeah, because that actually, that's a success. So you're still good.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's
so yeah,
see.
Barris
Can you
just
shift
like
one into any?
no.
It's not clicking yet.
Let me roll one more to see. No, because it's a difficulty
You
3.
need another
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Barris just like and just hands it back to Jeg. You'll be needing this.
And I yank it out of your hands.
So immediately, the glow from the coils is your pretty much only light source. Bear's probably not affected by it too much, but just the blue glow from the coils kind of gives off the only light at the moment.
Does
The
it-
blue.
is-
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, does the force rod emit any light? I don't know if it does.
Your melee weapon, I think it like sparks every now and then, but it's
Oh, okay.
So it's like a miniature lightning bolt hidden in the area.
We each have our own light source. Jeg's got his plasma gun. Ren's got their force staff. Then we got the pilot light off the hand flamer, and Barris's eyes and his plasma torch.
There we go. With our powers combined, can we make a cohesive light?
I also
That
bought
is
a flashlight.
intimidating.
That probably would look
That is
intimidating walking down the
intimidating.
corridor like that.
That's what we're
In
doing,
In fact,
I guess.
at the end of the corridor, you hear people go, shit, and they just walk away. It's like 3 people.
Ren just kind of vaguely looks off in that direction and just goes, and looks back.
But you are presented with one serious issue. Your guide is dead, and this place is a labyrinth down here for people like you that do not have any experience in this specific hive world.
He did say one thing to us that had me suspicious. He told us we shouldn't go to a specific place, which tells me we really should go to that place.
It was we supposed Orvis, the black market dealer, and stay away from the east side.
Yeah, that's right. Barris is just going to speak up and say, I believe, given this turn of events, the east side may be worth investigation.
Oh, I was going to go there anyway.
I
Of
use
course
my,
you were, you savage.
Can I pull up my I'm going to pull up my Augur Auspex array and
Okay.
look for movement and see if I can nab a local that I can force into helping us.
With the weapons fire and the fight in the immediate area, it did make everyone that was around skedaddle.
Okay. Well, that's my idea. Is if we can track down a local, we can just force them to tell us where we need to go.
Now, you do have your aspects out and you're looking at it. There were a couple individuals that might have had a peculiar interest on the results of the fight, perhaps to scavenge for things, but once they heard just the commotion of the repairing of the plasma weapon, and maybe just the general talk, they've kind of decided better of it. Although you might be able to quiet yourselves and see if anyone approaches in that sense.
Can I run after them?
You can try, but most definitely you can see just from the aspects, and I'm just kind of picturing the alien's reader is its reading is. I'm just say just to make it easy. It's showing a path, a grid that they're taking that is very, very erratic. So chasing them would be quite a feat. You could try there, Jeg, but there's a possibility that you all could get lost if you try to pursue right now, or get lost from each other if you don't keep up with each other, especially with no actual significant light source in the area.
I believe we should maintain unit coherency and simply investigate the eastern side of the Underhive.
Agreed.
There's a person. Is that what we're trying to figure out?
There were a bunch of
Freedom
people
fled.
who were like watching, probably waiting to see what they could scavenge off the corpses.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I will toss the bodies, look for any kind of identifying marks, police the weapons, that kind of thing.
Looking at the bodies, they have no distinction between them that would say they're from a organization. I did say a gang, but for the most part, they look like to have been just scavengers that were hoping to get a lucky break or an easy break by taking them off your bloated, dead, drowned corpses.
Okay.
All right.
Right, so I'll police the weapons and destroy them so that.
Barris is going to try to get one of those stub pistols.
Oh yeah, if I hand you one, I can give one to Ren as well.
Alright, that's fine. I'll let you make the entries yourselves. Now, real quick, Sebastian, go ahead and give me I don't know the damn name of the skills again. Give me a awareness roll, please.
I can do 5 successes.
Quite good enough. All right, so
Oh,
expecting.
I also have +3 from my Aspect Array.
Yeah, that's quite fine. Aspects I probably might help with this. This is only for visual. As you're looking at a bit of the individuals, not the ones that you fried with your flamer, but the other ones that might have been punctured by the other weapons fire, you see a couple distinctions about them that kind of give them away a little bit. Some of them have minor mutations on them. Some might have a 6th finger. They might have fingernails on the front and back of their hand. But what all of them have is this stain on their mouth, a yellowish stain.
Recognize what it could be from?
The only thing that would immediately come to mind would be the algae, was the same color.
Oh yeah, the yellow algae. They ship up in the bricks, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're all, I assume, very lower hive then, if that's all they're eating.
Yes.
And
Kursk,
mutations.
were they using? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Kursk, were they using what kind of guns were they using?
Stub pistols, right?
I believe so. Yeah. Me double check.
Just stubbers?
Sir.
Okay.
Not stubbers, stub pistols. One of them, I think one of them had a stubber.
Stubbers are the pistols.
Whatever they had, they didn't get to use them.
You're not wrong.
Well, they did shoot Jag.
They
No,
shot
I
one.
was.
Yeah, Jag actually
They-
is wounded. Jag has 2 wounds.
No, we didn't talk about this earlier. Where we found out
Oh.
that I am not on fire.
That's right.
after
Yeah, we
fight.
did. I remember mentioning
Yeah.
this
You
time briefly.
still get shot, though.
Yeah, you are still
Yeah.
injured. I've got a.
Yeah, I was
think-
thinking from being
I
on
think
fire.
I think I've got 1 Medicae, but I don't know.
I got
what else.
Medicaid.
So I can't remember. Did he actually have the 2 wounds then on him?
He got
He has-
shot. It's just
he
that
has
he didn't
1 wound, I
get
think.
crit.
'Cause the
That's
crit
right. They didn't
added
crit.
a
That's right.
second
Because they can't crit. Only that's right. I remember. Mooks can't crit. So
I don't know
I
how
didn't-
this making.
Only one.
Yeah, I got in Medicaid, so I'm good.
It's harder to do Medicaid yourself, though.
It is. I've
Yeah,
got
but
1.
1, 2, 3, what is best?
I mean, what do you have? In
I
it?
3. 3.
I've got 1. But the skill associated with it, I've got 3 in.
That's what?
Intellect.
I have 4.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jag
there you
is for some reason a genius.
Weird.
That's
Jag is
because-
as smart as I am.
The DC
Which
is
is-
3.
I am very military. Capable.
I mean, it's just
Sorry.
odd since you're just as smart as the
The tech priest who has
And-
augmetics
Yeah,
to make
and-
him
yeah, but-
smarter.
yeah. But,
and you're
um,
smart and you're smarter than the.
he didn't follow the right calling in life, apparently.
Yeah,
No,
no,
no, no.
smarter
Listen to me.
than the scholar.
I'm smart because our way of fighting it requires you to actually think. We use a lot of hit and run guerrilla tactics, and you have to
Yeah.
kind of use your head to do that. So
I just-
I'm smart in how to fight. I'm smart in the military matters.
I guess.
But,
Yeah, they're forced in like regiments of regicide for like 10 years straight before they actually go to military school.
I've got like scholar, Medicaid, investigation, that sort of thing. It's
We
kinda
are
specific.
strained somewhat.
Who's healing Jag?
It's a DC 3 to heal someone. It's +1 difficulty if you're doing it to yourself. So you need a 4 if to do it to yourself.
And one goes better than me, and then.
You actually probably have the best chance to do it then, still,
You do.
because he's
I have
rolling
0
7
Medicaid
dice.
skill.
Yeah, no, I'm talking to Jag because he has 7
Oh, yeah.
dice.
Here's 7 dice, I've got 4.
So rolling for
It's a DN4. I'd say you got it.
I would say so. You could probably give yourself one glory also to the pool.
who's keeping track of the glory?
Sebastian.
I will.
All right, Sebastian, put it on you already. You got the
So,
one glory for
I'm
the
going
group.
I'm going to remove the wound then.
Yes, you patch yourself up from the bullet hole that's in your clothing.
And remind me, we don't start with any.
No, you start with 0 glory. Mhm.
So we 1. Okay.
Fuck my voice.
Okay.
All right, now with the task at hand, what do the rest of you do? Now, I still mentioned you do have minor light sources, nothing significant. And a firefight is not going to be pretty. So, how do you wish to pursue, or how do you wish to I can't think right
I
now.
pull out my flashlight.
Okay.
You have a fucking flashlight?
You can purchase gear with wealth. I did that with character creation.
I really like the idea
I don't
that we're
have
all
any.
standing in a really intimidating line with just the glow from weapons on us, and then Sebastian's just like, hold on. Click. There we go, and just ruins the whole thing.
No, what did he do?
We've all been standing here in a line intimidatingly with the glow from our weapons, and then Sebastian was just like, hold on, click, and ruins it.
And what?
Pulls out
Why
his
did he?
flashlight.
But there is a beam of light now, so
Yeah.
what do you wish to
So-
do?
I was thinking myself. I
Are we
was
going
thinking myself. So I was standing around, doing nothing. I was doing something.
Are we going to the east side?
Well, we don't know. Let's focus on finding not tunnels.
Yeah. I think we were just trying to go that way, so the hole needs to be fixed so the door can be open.
Beres, would you mind holding the flashlight so I can hold pistol and flamethrower? You have a rifle? Oh, Ren, you have two hands.
Yeah, sure. No, fucking phantom grip. Yep, hold it.
Alright. So am I going back out into the irradiated water to fix the hole? Is that the plan?
I think it was a large collapse, so it's going to take like a work team.
No, I thought
I
we
am
were...
a work team.
Yeah, I thought
we have a job to do.
I thought we cleared last time that it would be possible to just take a hot minute.
Literally a hot minute because it's radioactive.
Yeah.
I think we avoid it for now. We let the local on the side chapter.
We let them deal with it, and
Well, that
we
means
just keep
kind
on
of-
keeping on.
You are a
that
specialist,
means-
my friend.
That means trying to find another way to go, which is going to be hard considering we don't know where we're going.
Well, it fell down behind us, so we
Finally,
No,
someone who
Yeah, so pretty much you have
recognizes my
forward to
skills.
go, and then try to navigate from your forward position.
No, I thought it collapsed in front of us and we backed up to where we came from.
No, we
Go.
pushed through.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, with the obvious size of the Underhive, it being blocked behind you is not that significant of a deal. You can literally make a U-turn within several dozen meters to go back if you really need to. It's just this one junction was filled in to kill y'all. The issue is being lost down here.
Can I use my knowledge of Underhive and gangs and just look at all the tunnels out of here and look for any kind of writing on the walls or maybe like gang signage?
I will let you do it, but I want to make this a bit of a hard DC just because of the fact that you're not from this area or this
That's
hive.
fine. It's better than what we have right now.
We're gonna make it a 5 DN.
Okay.
What is
Nice.
this, investigation? Well, actually, never mind. I wouldn't be able to do this anyway because it involves seeing.
You can still see.
It's also the reason you wouldn't be able to do it is because this is specific to his knowledge of underhives.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm a scholar.
Scholars would know negative things about underhives. You were off in your fancy ivory tower while Sebastian was slumming it.
Would you like me to roll investigation or
Yes, that would be for clues.
investigation?
I would argue the opposite, but
It's 4 successes. I'll use a wrath to reroll my failures.
I actually will agree with this on Barris Thurman for this situation.
all right.
You're more of an intellectual study person than like a underworld one.
So
I
need
guess.
to roll.
I have an approximate
3d6.
knowledge of many things.
Well, I'll do this then. I will let you roll, but I'll make it a higher DC for you for the
Okay.
situation.
I did not succeed. I only got
On the
4.
off chance this fucker somehow knows something. Nah.
Okay, so
Nah,
unfortunately,
Can't see.
there are definite graffiti writings, pretty much all unintelligible communication forms to your eyes.
Okay.
Eyes.
In that case, I suggest we follow the fleeing scavengers. At least for the moment, and we keep an eye out for any locals that we can.
Son of a bitch! It's a phone call. I'll be right back.
Well, then we can encourage them to help us find civilization. Well, that's just
I've
down here.
Har man luft that is a meteor call?
A what?
Hursk said he was getting a phone call.
I know. I'm talking to the three of you.
Yeah, but we're also calling. Well, how much you want to bet that is a meteor call?
Oh,
Nah.
What is all this about meteors?
We're joking that every time that we try to play this game, a meteor strikes down or something and destroys our plans. This game is just super cursed.
he said last time we're for sure playing unless a meteor strikes, and then
A meteor strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually,
Uh, This game is super Hursked.
Oh.
Boo!
Oh, don't
Get
boo
out.
me.
blam.
I boo you.
Blam.
Dude, I got a sword here.
You have a sword?
So yeah, I can boo you.
Ah, yes, that rule of the universe, that if you have a sword, you can boo.
Yes. Because I have
Honestly,
a sword.
that should be a rule of the universe.
All ghosts are screwed.
Basically, because I have a sword, I win any conversation I have. It's
Wait,
the
but
rule
I
of
have
the...
a chain sword.
I have a flamethrower, and the Might of the Inquisition behind me.
Oh, I mean, I actually have a sword
Oh,
in my hands.
well, there you
Physically in my hands.
We don't want to
I
know what
also
you do in the
think-
private of your room. Please don't talk about holding them.
go. Damn it, Sebastian.
Take a look in... where they post it.
Hursk, Jack is throwing a sword.
Actually, I'm polishing it.
Hey,
In practicality, I'm thinking we follow the fleeing scavengers. We grab a person. If we can't grab a person, I have a decent amount of
Can-
streetwise.
my plasma torch may be worthwhile as an encouraging tool.
As is the litany of guns we are covered in.
I have a force rod, which is a much less violent method.
They are still
I
citizens.
don't know that I agree.
They are still citizens of the Imperium. We just think.
Go
Right, back.
into...
They are simply more flesh bags. They are
I
not
mean,
valuable.
I give them a little shock instead of a gun.
Hursk.
Are you
This is
giving
how
a
I
shock?
talk to people.
What's going
We're
on?
discussing how we're going to torture loyal Imperial citizens to get them to do what we want.
That might not be that bright of an idea, but
No.
you gotta catch one first.
Hursk.
Yeah, that's true.
Quick question. Was that a meteor's phone call?
Oh, phone call's fine. It's nothing related to this. So
Okay.
Okay.
I was kind of worried for a second there, but no, it's some of the stuff. So
Okay. If even you were worried,
Okay.
we were all sitting here talking about it.
I
I bet that's the meteor.
the meter dropped. no, it has not dropped yet. It's not dropped yet.
Anyway,
Okay,
I think
so
we plan
real quick,
to follow this scavenger.
for expediency, Sebastian, as you're looking through the aspects, you're noticing that as you're moving the last several dozen meters or so, I'm just going to say right now, you're making a little bit of noise. Nothing significant, nothing threatening, but just because of the noise that you're generally making by walking and just kind of going around stuff and just the normal noise you would make in an underground type of situation, everyone that is around is leaving the area, specifically you. They're not wanting to get involved with you. So trying to get into someone in this particular section we are right now might require a little of subterfuge.
I am not very sneaky.
Either continue on, try to get them to come to you, or try to approach them in an actual stealthy manner.
At the moment, let us push on, yes.
indeed.
If we find someone, we find someone.
Where are we going, though?
I forgot, honestly.
I say we just go due east.
We have two. Pretty much the goal was to get to the black market, which he needed the guide for. The guy did recommend to stay away from the east side. He did not say why.
Uh-huh.
That
But you
just
said
means
stay
the
away
black
from it.
market is not on the east side.
No, it is not.
Yes, but clearly something that matters is.
Yes.
Do
I'd
we
rather
care
have
enough?
more information.
You don't know right now. You need more information, or
Yeah.
just head there. So what
The
I
main
want to
issue
know.
is that we don't know how to get to the black market.
Yes, so either until you find a guide, you can head generally eastern direction. It's easy enough from Auspex. If that is the case, to not represent you getting lost in a directionally sense, but in a advance towards the east, I want a navigation roll, which is going to be, let's see, would be a good roll for this.
Oh my god, he actually has a sword.
I would say survival would be in this case.
Yes, it's Sting.
All right, I'm looking for a survival roll, just to not get not necessarily lost, but to make progress, and then we'll go from there.
I'm not going to be helpful here.
Neither am I.
Because as you're advancing forward into the eastern position, you're getting hit by, say, other areas, other tunnels that have been blocked off by, once again, malfunctions, either intentional or not, of breakaways and flooding in parts of the hive.
Okay, well, I assume Jag is our survival expert.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, I got nothing in survival.
What?
What?
I know.
Self-respecting Talarn
Wow.
isn't a survivalist.
I'm not
I
proficient in
focus
it
on
either.
fighting.
I'm
So
not
none of-
proficient.
no
I'm
one has
not-
survival then.
Hold on.
No.
I'm not proficient in it, but I have 4 willpower, which is the stat for it. So I got 4 dice.
So, I mean, so do I, but I assume it's going to be harder than a difficulty 2 or whatever the average is.
I was planning on getting survival. Fine.
Well, either
Well-
someone step up to the reins or think of another plan.
Is that tracking skill?
Hmm?
Is that tracking skill?
A
The tech
hacking
skill.
Tracking.
Tracking?
Ah,
That would be survival.
yes. Okay. Listening skill? Try to listen after the guys that run away.
That would be awareness.
Also, we already kind of know where they went. It's that we don't want to get separated and we don't want to get lost.
Yep, then why
Because
not?
as of right now, we can map out our path. But if we have to chase people, then we're definitely gonna get lost.
Yeah.
First, can I take some time, just as we move through tunnels and the like, to try and compare the gang signs to, I don't know, maybe turn my 4 into a 5? Just with some time?
I'll let you do rerolls. I might start lowering the difficulty number.
Yeah, but where are we going?
I
we
think
going
we hit
nowhere
the
in
black market
particular?
first.
Well, it's
We don't know
easy
how.
enough to
That's
head
the
into an
issue.
eastern direction. It's just the issue of having to backtrack quite often. So the survival
Yeah,
roll
but-
would be progressing forward.
But Sebastian, we don't know where the black market is.
Right, but
That's the
we had
problem.
not east. Because we came from one
That's
direction,
true.
so it's not that direction.
That
It's
leaves
not east.
4 cardinal directions.
Well, it leaves 2, because we came from one direction and it's not that way.
Okay.
It's not east.
Yeah, no.
So to make it easy, you can head north or west. Which say you came from the south. Make it easy.
North or west?
Yes.
I'd say we head north.
It's gonna be one of those directions, the black market, but you don't know where it's precisely. This is a big hive city, so even if you head
I would
northwest,
say
it's still gonna require a guide to get to that specific location.
I'd say we head west, because if he was warning us against the east side, then he probably didn't mean the far east. He probably meant like generally east of where we're going.
That's reasonable.
So I would say it's probably west.
I want to go to the east side.
I do too, but that's clearly being overruled.
Then I can say this. As you were initially traversing the eastern direction, having to backtrack a couple times, Sebastian taking notes and trying to compare gang signs, languages to get a sense of the area, the Auspex has been reading, and also with you, Bears, you have been reading that the radiation levels have been steadily getting higher.
Oh
Slowly.
my.
I believe the problem in the east side may or may not in fact be radiation spillage. As a result, we should avoid it at all costs due to the infirmity of the flesh.
What the wise idea.
For how long have you known this?
It would have been within
That is on a need-to-know basis.
okay levels, so it wouldn't have been anything significant. If you headed further in, that might have started to ping in his aspects and whatnot, but the steady incline has not been too noteworthy at the moment.
Barris waits just long enough for them to get, a healthy dose of radiation, and then tells
Blam.
a little bit of radiation is good for your bones.
So we head west.
Okay.
And I'll keep taking notes on the gang signs as I see them. Even if it doesn't help me, it would be useful for future Inquisition agents who might need to come down here.
Okay, so now from heading to the western direction, I want everyone to make this easy. Everyone roll me survival.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Ooh, 3 successes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got
Same.
crit.
Success.
Hey, we both got 3, although mine wasn't critical.
Ouch.
Whoa. Whoa.
The Talarn guardsman.
Jag
did
walks
worse
into a
than
wall.
Any of us.
It's too dark. I'm seeing with my mind right now.
Vren distracted me.
Do I add wrath? Is that correct?
No, you add glory.
Oh, glory.
Glory's up, yeah. So Wrath only comes back with either the objective or with the respite. You can actually rest and get it back. We'll pass time and just go with the situations of resting in the hive. So,
Okay.
but as you start to make progress westernly direction, once again, this is just to avoid having to backtrack, hidden dead ends and whatnot. The layout of the Underhive starts to open up ever so slightly. Tunnels start to widen out, start to hit junctions, start to hit areas that are a little more open. The aspects are starting to pick up more signs of individuals and not so much of people running away. You're actually starting to come upon life now as it is. A quick glance. Now you start to actually come upon to where you can actually approach people now. You're coming across the actual, I was about to say wildlife, so wildlife are for people. You're coming across, I guess it'll be rats. You're coming across.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, crap.
You're going robotic.
I'm turning to Barris.
Yes, I have converted our weak dungeon master into a servitor for the benefit of the entire group. And the Imperium.
Side note, I apologize, but it doesn't look like I can edit the initiative to...
Oh, that'll do for you. Alright. So that'd be your job pretty much to let me know when to change it. Uh-oh. And not like that.
One bar.
Oh yeah, this is an oof.
Okay.
Here's
Alright.
the
there we go.
meteor.
Maybe clear out a little bit. Okay. Oof. Alright.
3 bars.
Disaster avoided. Kind of.
Alright, we're okay. No.
I will encourage the group to put their weapons away. Or at least, well, I'll put them, obviously, away.
Barris is just gonna hold his giant sword and his new stub pistol. Or no, he's gonna consecrate the stub pistol. That's gonna be what he's doing while we're walking.
We've had like an hour to do it.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
put my stuff away, but I'm a psyker. I basically am a walking weapon.
That is true.
Good thing no one knows you're a psyker.
Literally anybody that looks at me can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep your hood up.
I
If they
will
know
What?
what
my
a
gun away.
psyker looks like, bear in mind this is the Underhive.
What hood? Excuse me? You're funny.
I won't be putting my gun away, by the way.
They might just think you're weird.
I'm just gonna walk around with that in my hand.
I might just think that
Okay,
I'm like...
so here are the situations or the reactions of walking around. Now, as I don't know how much you caught before I broke out. Now, as you travel further into the west, you're coming across signs of life now. You're coming across people, ones that you can actually approach. Now, most of them are not exactly going to skirt away because of the weapons, which is not that unusual in Underhive. People got to protect themselves from mutants, the Underhive wildlife that might be around, and just other people want to take prey and take advantage of individuals. So weapons out is not unusual. What is making them stay away from you a bit, or even shy away, or just not look at you directly, is your garb. Is very, very, very outstandingly different compared to everything here. People are looking very, very bad, looking very scroungy, looking emaciated. They are, once again, their mouths are stained yellow from eating pretty much the only viable food source down here, which is going to be the algae. Clothing is not kept up at all, so you all stand out a bit. But there is a definite bigger concentration of people here that you can actually approach if you so wish.
I will. Don't shoot anyone while I'm gone, please.
Barris is gonna follow Sebastian.
Okay.
Right behind him, keep him safe.
Alright, you're in the Underhive now, to where you actually start to see a bit of... At one point, you realize it was actually being thoroughfare streets going through this part of the Underhive before it was actually capped off. But it's just filled with junk and litter. In fact, you spy just a mountain. Okay, not a mountain, but just refuse and garbage everywhere now. To your eye, at one point, this probably would have been a pretty decent part of the upper city when it was at that point. Now, just garbage filled. You see the husk of a servitor in one part completely scavenged down just to skeletal nature. And you're seeing discarded pretty much everything. But you come across people who are scavenging through supplies, people who are hurriedly going away from you, and people just living in their makeshift homes, either that being a box or a tunnel in the garbage or whatnot. So approach is fairly easy to who you ever wish to approach.
Okay, I'll try and find someone isolated. Maybe, especially poor, so the cheaper the bribe.
Okay, you actually see one person by himself. He is at a junk pile, and he is just he's on his knees. He is half into this pile, probably about 10 feet high, of just junk and litter and just refuse. And he's going to go, no, not this. He throws over his shoulder. He's throwing garbage and tools and increments and just every bit of small knickknacks. He's kind of throwing over his shoulder, looking for stuff. Every now and then he'll take and pocket. He has like a satchel at his side. He's pocketing some items into it, whatnot. He's going, yes, no, yes, no. Not at all pay attention to you approaching him.
Okay. I'll walk up kind of from the side so I don't surprise him.
Okay. He is half buried into the pile, so he just doesn't hear you. I mean, you can stand there. You can probably boot him. He won't know until you're there. Until he actually literally get his attention.
Okay. I'll walk up and... Hello, citizen.
He is not registering that. You just hear within the pile, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
Barris just loudly revs his chainsword.
Oh my god.
Again?
What happens if I kill the entire party?
Hey.
I'm just trying to get his attention.
Ren hasn't done anything. Ren is standing behind you like a good little psyker.
I'll take a coin and just toss it in front of him as he's digging through things.
Well, he's literally buried into the mountain, so his ass is sticking out. And that's it. You just hear him talking, so he doesn't see you at all, and probably not hearing you from what's been going on because you got the ram of the chainsaw and it's not nothing.
Phantom grip, jerk him out.
Okay. Do you need to roll for that, or is that just doable?
I think I have to roll to activate it, but I mean, let me check.
I mean, you can possess a demon real quick and kill everyone, so go for it.
Yeah, sure.
Or we could just use our hands, grab him.
She's doing it.
Too late. It's too late. I'm good. Everything's fine. It was DN4. It was DN4. Anyway.
I can't get diseases.
What's going on?
I just jerked
Okay,
him out of the...
so do you jerk him roughly or gentle, slow, fast? How do you do it?
Gentle but fast. Just straight up.
Okay, so he gets yanked out of the hole. Here you go. Yes. And he turns around and immediately he unloads. Not unloads, that's a bad word to use. He immediately unholsters 2 pistols, each hand. He's got big monocle goggles in front of his face. He has implants in his ears that are blinking red, preferably while he's not hearing you. And you just got these big eyes staring at you. 2 pistols aimed at probably the Sebastian because he's the closest person. He's like, he is startled, frozen.
Ren is just kind of leaning around Sebastian with a hand held up, holding this guy, and it just kind of pushes up the visor and just blinks at him with empty sockets.
Ah, yes, the
Ooh.
best thing to
And
do.
immediately he holsters the pistols. He gets up and just goes past Sebastian and everyone else, and just stands in front of let's see, Ren's
Oh boy.
actual. No, yeah, so he goes in front of you, Ren. He just looks at your eyes, and then he pokes his finger into your eye socket.
Ren immediately goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I'm gonna grab him by the back of the neck and just hold him.
That is fascinating. How
That
do
is
you?
fucking rude is what that is.
He's literally just poking your eye socket now.
I mean, he got pulled away, but Ren just, as he was saying that, Ren is like, "That was fucking rude."
You may wish to disinfect your sockets, Ren.
I probably do.
Yeah.
How does she see? That's amazing.
Yeah.
I see no implants, no optical implants.
We answer your questions if you answer ours.
Sure.
Holding him by the scruff of the neck.
How can Ski help you?
Ski can tell us how we get to the market.
Which market? Red black market, blue market, egg market? Well, eggs.
There's
start-
2 egg markets.
We'll start with the black market.
Ooh, black market. Yes, it is in that direction. And he points to his left, and then he goes to his right. And he goes, one second. Ski. He kind of holds up the hand so he can reach for his pouch.
I will let him do so.
Oh, okay. He goes to his pouch and he pulls out this bit of old parchment, probably a letter or a message about the significance of the God Emperor, and it's completely faded. You see the slight printing on the sheet of paper. He flips it over and unveils a map, kind of his kind of tunneling and digging and whatnot. And he goes, here. Ooh, yes, black market, here. Ooh, no. Flips the map over on its side. He goes, ooh, yes, here. Now he points to the right direction, you think.
Ah, yes, a highly reliable specimen of humanity.
Nothing go by Ski. Ski sees you. You don't belong here.
No, we do not. If you know so many things, what more can you tell me about here?
Ski can tell you about all the things he's find. Ski can tell you about what he sees, what he knows. Not much. Ski just likes to scavenge.
Interesting. Out of character, just remembering why I'm here. We're trying to figure out how they're shipping
The servitors. Where they got the servo claws, how they managed to get the servitors to
Yes.
do their dirty work.
Okay. My enterprising friend, can you tell me where might I find a mechanicum trash piles?
Oh, that's very, very, very rare. Some come by here, but the Servitor Sketch Pals get picked up quite fast by other people that Ski don't want to get near because they've heard Ski before.
Can you tell me where they are? If you tell me where they are, I can help you get those piles. 'Cause they will be gone.
Ooh, Ski don't know where they are. They all over the place. Most of them come from the east side.
From the east side?
Yes. They no look good. No. Ski, no, they're bad. Ski, stay away from them. Ski, stay away from them very, very much. Yes.
Why do people avoid the east side? Is it just the radiation?
They make you grow 6 arms, 2 legs, and 4 heads.
We all have foreheads.
Do you now? He's looking around.
I believe the small creature means
I'm
4
aware. It's-
skulls.
Yes.
Was
Ah.
this humor?
Yes.
Yes.
I see.
Could be interpreted as such.
So radiations, mutations.
It's just big malfunction years ago caused big problems down here. But won't come fix. Some come fix, didn't fix. They never leave.
Okay.
But if you want to go to the black market, one person, everyone knows of the black market of what's his name? Ski? No, Ski's my name. No, everyone knows of what's, oh, it's on the tip. Ooh, I tell you if you help me. Is that how, yes, let me have something and I tell you what I know.
Is his
Ski,
name Orvis?
you can be helped by granting you your life, which can be easily taken away by any number of us.
I'm glad I have all these points in persuasion for the peanut gallery to chip in every now and then.
Yes, so, give me persuasion, or,
So, is it Orvis you're wishing to speak to us of?
Yes, you already know.
Orvis, our black market dealer.
Do you know Orvis's last name? I can tell you, if you give me something, I can tell you Orvis's last name.
I come to you with one better. I know of some locals who recently lost their lives and their possessions are free to take. You tell me, I tell you where they are.
Yes, deal. Hold out a hand.
I'm very happy I'm wearing gloves, and I shake it.
Oh, yes. Orvis Keller. Yes, he is... That direction, he points to pretty much... Excuse me, joking. He points to the, kind of like the northwest.
Okay. Anything we need to know about good Orvis Keller?
Orvis Keller, he knows about everything that comes down here. He has lots of stuff. I buy from him sometimes.
Wonderful. You have been very helpful.
Thank you.
Now,
Now,
if you-
where? Do they have any goodies?
There are 6 dead men by the. I give them rough directions where the collapse recently happened and where the smell for the stench of burning corpses.
And before he goes, Ren is gonna go, hey, and to answer your earlier question, I see with my brain. That's how I see.
So do I. But my brain goes to my eyes and I see.
Well,
That is a highly sophisticated level of understanding of biology for an underhive. Rat.
He is clearly a very intelligent young man.
I
Young,
mean in
old,
the
I
sense,
can't tell.
I mean in the sense that I can see with other
Maybe.
senses.
Maybe we don't talk about that kind of things.
We're in the underhive, you melon.
Who, me?
Yes.
Are you saying that to me? Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying, like, I see with my brain. Like, whatever the fuck. Like, this is the most normal thing.
Are you a demon? They say they're really
We are-
good, though.
Not
We are
exactly.
leaving. We should leave.
Not exactly.
No, she's not
I'll
a
let you chew on
demon.
that.
Is there anyone around?
There are a bit of people, not really kind of watching you, but some going about the business they will be doing in the underhive. That are pretty much trying to survive and going to probably the work gangs. There is still going to be work and employment down here. You're just going to be in specific parts of the underhive.
I mean, like, anybody who looked over here, like, the most that they would think is that I'm lying. Like,
We should not tell people what you can do. In the same way, I don't go around waving my badge around.
I'm not telling people everything I do.
I mean,
Saying
you
I
literally
don't-
just told them you're psychic.
No, I just told them that I see with other senses. That could mean basically anything. I could be
That
high on
is-
something.
You don't have eye sockets. You can see with your brain.
Mm-hmm.
2 + 2 = 4. You're a psychic.
Do most people know that?
Probably
seem like
not,
they do.
Should make
but
it
it's
easier
it's
for them.
Doesn't
also
seem like they do.
the implications are worse because the first thing he thought was, "Are you a demon?" Which is a very bad thing.
Which also isn't entirely incorrect.
I mean, it's entirely correct.
Yes.
If you're any bit of demon, I'm shooting you in the head.
I'm connected to them.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Now then, I believe we should take our leave.
I'll throw a black coin in front of his face and Shiny, go find the dead bodies.
Ooh, this no good. And he puts it in his pouch, and he goes, "Oh, okay, go!" And he kind of rushes away, trips on a piece of scaffolding, goes, and he just kind of crawls off away.
Okay. As he heads off, clap my hands together and turn to the 3. Now, I understand that you have different ideas about what is best, but this is a subtle infiltration mission. Maybe we don't threaten everyone we see, and we don't, advertise our powers.
One of these is a novel concept. I shall consider it.
Because it is the Underhive, and if they know who we are and where we are, there are thousands of them.
Ren kind of makes like a weird motion with their head that you can interpret that if he had eyes, he'd be rolling them.
And case in point, your Auspex starts to, what's it called, ping to you, Sebastian.
Okay. I say this, I keep an eye on it.
There
because if you
is
ruin this-
a rough group, as you can tell, converging very, very directly in a half-circular formation towards you, or your group.
It seems we have visitors, but we'll have this discussion later. If you are a threat to the mission, you are removed from the mission.
I'm not doing anything else. I'll stay back here and be a good little thing.
We are being surrounded, by the way. Find cover.
Acolyte, what range are we fighting at?
If they just showed up, they'd be at 30 meters, I believe is the range of my Auspex, so 30 meters.
30 meters is a lot.
So
yeah.
now it gets to about, we'll say, 25.
At this point, I'll take his advice and look for somewhere to
We'll
stand.
look for, hard cover.
Ferris unslings his rifle.
Right. The motion of the unslinging of the rifle does have the registering on the Auspex stop movement. Now, they're all situated in a half circle, and it doesn't really matter which direction it is, left, right, or forward, but what is between them and you is pretty much large trash piles that they are attempting to use for cover. And with that, I'm not going to bother rolling because I want this to be a little faster. You do see a couple of what seem to be, once again, looks like kind of a bit of scavengers from before, and they are actually crawling on their stomachs over these trash piles, blending in actually very, very good with just kind of the garments they're wearing, kind of like a trash ghillie suit, almost a little bit. And they are actually, they're viewing all of you.
Can we see them, or is this all stuff that Sebastian can figure out with his Auspex?
With the combination of Sebastian, the training from Jeg, Ren's otherworldly perception, and just you, Barris, they are actually, you're able to see them. You would expect that normal people in the Underhive probably would not see them there and probably get hit by whatever they want to do. But they have not come across, apparently, a group of individuals from a rogue trader.
Yeah.
Shall I open fire?
I've already started walking off towards some kind of like vague cover, and I never technically dropped my Phantom Grip, so it's still up because it's duration sustained. So.
There's another phone call. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Right back.
In notes, I see here I have experience. Does experience equal build points?
We get build points, not experience, so XP should be BP.
Oh, so I do have some build points then.
Yes, I think you mentioned that last time too.
Oh, in that case I can get I don't remember, but
You have to wait to spend them between sessions.
yeah, but then does the attribute have to be more or equal to skill level? Like, I have 3 willpower, so I can't go over 3 in survival.
I do not recall.
I think that's the case.
In that case, then I can actually have 3 in survival, because I have 10, and I take 6.
For next session, yes.
Yeah, no, the next after session, but while the meteor phone call is doing its thing.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I need to go to the bathroom real quick, and then we can continue. So I'll be right back.
Brave.
Meteor poop.
No, not poop.
Oh, piercing meteor. Does the shock reset?
Shock resets after a rest. We haven't had a chance to rest yet.
Yeah, but doesn't also do after each.
Okay, if he's gonna be gone for a little bit, I'm gonna try and get some food because I haven't had breakfast yet.
Okay. I think he's only gonna be gone for like a minute.
Pardon?
Less than that.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
already back.
shit.
And
Oh, I thought he said he had to do something else in addition. Okay.
you wash your hands.
I did him right now. I got it by his headset, so.
Hmm.
Oh, I realized. it was
Oh,
muted
in that
first.
case, we can listen to the technique.
No, I didn't mute my damn mic. Grief. It's already done.
First, I do gotta clear out pretty soon though.
Okay. All right, then we'll go until the rains drop. So until the other meteor from Barris apparently hits. All right, so the other individuals that are around you now, they don't take any motion when you're heading towards them, Ren. They, for all intent and purposes, believe they are hidden unless you like look at them directly and tell them, "I'm coming towards you." They are going to stay hidden. They do not have any weapons. They have weapons visible, not pointed in your direction, though. They are judging whether to, well, try to take your stuff forcibly.
Yeah, I'm
Can
just.
I
But
start
what you
shooting?
see is they are all looking at Barris.
I'm just trying to get out of sight then. Especially if they're not focusing on me. I'm
They're
just trying to
not.
get out of sight. Hey.
Can I start shooting them?
Oh my.
If
Yeah,
you
Barris
want
is
to, I mean,
It's not
y'all see him.
Plasma.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of holding the phantom grip from where I am.
They're not making
my-
any motion. They're just they have a very, very perceived interest in Barris. The fact that
Nice.
he himself stands out here probably the most.
I'm
my,
pretty beat up. I'm a
I'm
beat
gonna-
up boy.
I'm gonna move my phantom grip over two of them, just like over their guns, because it's an invisible set of hands,
Okay.
and
So-
just kind of wait for people to
Sebas-
start shooting.
Sebastian, are you giving us permission to fire yet?
Let me yell at them first, then you can shoot them.
Understood.
No, then we will lose the surprise.
The element of surprise is unnecessary. They are weak fleshlings.
Never give your enemy a better chance.
We also don't alert the entire hive that we're here by firing plasma.
I don't give a shit.
I do. That's why I'm.
I'm here to shoot stuff.
I shall wait for your signal, acolyte.
Ren is just kind of just kind of has his head kind of inclined in their direction, but he's still just holding up his hands.
I'll find some hard cover to stand behind that I can duck behind.
Yeah,
Do
I
you,
assume
do you
we're
make
all
it
in cover.
obvious that you see them? You make that. I mean, if you're taking cover, then probably. But do you make it obvious that you see them, or do you want to play kind of subterfuge a little bit?
Oh,
I'll kind of walk over to like if there's any trash pile I can like, throw myself behind if I need to,
Okay.
but just still so I can see them.
Okay.
And then I will look at the closest one and how do I want this? Yeah, I'm gonna threaten him. I'll pull out my gun and point that at him.
And his
Barris
eyes
is
kind of
also
goes
gonna
wide.
level his rifle.
He's-
Huh? What did you say, DM?
His eyes go wide once the weapon's pulled on his face. You're a little bit far away, but now that they know you see them, they were definitely itching for a chance of surprise.
Okay.
But with
so-
that, they are absolutely. I mean, the guy has been seen now, and he is literally terrified having a gun pointed at his face.
So do I see him pull that gun? Can I
Most
see
likely.
him?
I'm sure everyone maybe even just hear the
I'm-
holster being pulled, or
I'm
being pulled
gonna-
from the holster.
I'm gonna jerk the two guns away from the two guys.
All right, immediately
I'm gonna-
you pull the power, and both weapons just fly. The stubbers from their hands.
Yeah. So they're just floating really high up in the air now, and Ren is holding his hands up, clenched fists.
Hopefully behind a wall.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try and intimidate them. You scavengers, you dare threaten servants of the Emperor. I can have all of you bolts put in all of your heads.
go ahead and roll me an intimidation roll. Give yourself
Can
an
I
extra
help?
dice.
Can I also help him out by saying that would be insufficient? They could be useful as servitors in his will.
Give
I mean,
yourself
I
an
feel
extra
like-
dice.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of extra intimidation coming from various places right now. I literally,
Yeah, because
I literally
I'm
just
basic-
phantom jerked guns from people's hands.
Yeah, we got a guardsman with a plasma rifle. We
That's
got
7 successes.
Pointing at them.
Uh huh.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Oh yeah.
Interesting that intimidation's based on willpower, not fellowship.
It makes sense.
Sorry, we're and they just kind of, they just back away. I mean, they just crawl backwards.
I'm gonna
I
take
can't.
the
I
two,
yell stop.
Wait, that's what we want to happen.
No, that is what we want to have. I'm gonna just take the two guns, jam them, just like slam them together, and then throw them just off in the distance.
Okay,
We
you
want
hit
them
them with
to go
force to kind of break the stubber. I mean, they're not really that great quality stubbers, so they do
Mm.
break, and you just throw it, probably maybe their direction.
Yeah, in their direction, just kind of off in the distance somewhere.
Yeah, they make a slithering retreat.
All right.
We don't have to fight them though.
No,
Okay.
but we can talk to them at least. Interrogate them. Get some
I mean,
information. That's why I'm yelling stop
So
at them.
one does stop. One that's kind of out in the open, because I know maybe if you head towards one of them, Jeg, one of them does kind of stop when you're kind of looking at him. Now that their jig is up, they've been seen. They are a bit afraid. The ones that believe they can retreat have done that. But the one that's been kind of out in the open, maybe the one that's going to maybe initiate the fight or whatnot, maybe the one that's closest to all of you, he's out in the most open, we'll put it that way. He's the one that kind of stops and freezes. And yeah, he's got the look in his eyes of a man in fear.
I'm gonna jerk the hands down, and at the same time jerk the gun away with one hand.
Oh, he's not holding it. He dropped that thing. He's
Oh,
not
then
holding it yet.
I'm just gonna grab his hands then and just hold him.
And
He starts, looks at his hands, and just not seeing this this invisible force that's holding him. His eyes go even just kind of wider.
What
I'm
three-
just
I
gonna-
get up to him with my and point my gun at.
I'm gonna
Like
stay in my
close
hidden
range.
position. I'm gonna stay in my hidden position and just hold that. No point in.
And I yell at him forcefully. Who are you?
I'm just ring. I just looking to get parts. I just want parts. He looked good. He's just kind of his eye pointing at Barris.
Your
do
compliments
you
are
mean?
appreciated.
What do you mean he looks good?
We don't see mechanical walking ones too often.
So you
Servitors are really, really good commodity down here.
Barris is about to shoot this guy.
You feel something pressed down on your gun gently.
I am not a servitor.
He's saying they trade in servitors.
I don't think a talking. I never seen a talking. He's feared. He's wide-eyed.
Acolyte, may I please kill this thing for its insults to the Omnissiah?
Yeah, you get from the reaction that he's probably never seen a Skitari before.
Jag, what do you wish to know from the man?
I want to know who all of them were, where they come from.
They're just some friends. We try to get parts. He's gonna stand out. If he's down here, people are gonna want a certain. No. Whatever you are, they're gonna want you.
Then I'm going to ask for directions, proper directions.
To where?
The black
Uh,
market,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, it's northwest from here.
But does he give us like better directions?
Adga was a bit loopy.
No, he doesn't give you better directions. He just kind of says northwest. I could take you there if you just please don't shoot me or do anything crazy to me, please.
Do we want a guide?
Yeah, that'd probably be good.
Very well. You show us where to go, we will not shoot you.
Okay. He tries to move with the hands being held.
At the moment that it seems like they're releasing him, it was gone.
You think you got a brief hint of maybe he wants to run in his eyes? He's kind of just maybe a slight twitch, and he just kind of thinks better of it. And he kind of shuffles very, very stiffly. He looks over his shoulder at all of you, and he goes, "It's this way. It's northwest. It's yeah."
And as he's looking back, stepping out from behind a piece of just like a pile of trash, Ren kind of steps out with a hand just kind of cautiously raised.
Alright, so with us on the way to the black market with an actual guide, this seems like my cue.
Okay.
Now, as you're leaving, though, one thing does. I want everyone to actually know. Once again, let's go ahead and do some more stuff. Give this guy some glory. Go ahead and roll me a awareness poll, please, everyone.
Awareness.
Mhm.
Hey, I can see things, guys.
I have 5 successes.
All right,
2
crit
efforts.
failure, fantastic. All right, what you kind of perceive, Barrett goes offline and just kind of stands there like a rigid robot. But everyone else sees that there are people. There a bit of a small a small crowd has kind of gathered, and this time they're not kind of paying attention to Barris, although he does kind of a bit with his whole mechanical beings. But some are pointing at Ren.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get out of here, so peace out, y'all.
All right, see you, Barris.
Oh, see ya.
Okay.
Are we gonna
So-
keep going then?
Okay. Do you want to pause there then?
You think that'll be best for everyone?
It might be safest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because unfortunately, what Ren's doing is causing a bit of.
What am I doing? I'm
All
not
of you
doing
are causing a bit of commotion down here. I'll say.
All of us are causing commotion. I'm not doing anything in particular. I've let the guy go. I don't even have.
It's your
I think.
display of having stuff levitate.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not doing. Oh, you mean just like with
The
the other guys
guns.
that ran off? The other
When you
guys that
said
ran
you
off.
ripped off the guns from the hand and left it in the air, floating. Yeah, that kind of
No, I didn't leave it in the air. I lifted them up. I had them up there. I slammed them together. I threw them off into the distance.
Yeah, that still looks a bit odd when no one's holding them.
Oh, that's even. I mean,
I
how would they know? How would they know it was me?
Because your shaved head, you look like a sanctioned psyker.
Do they know that?
You don't.
Okay, maybe it's not the fact that everyone, because people are going to be in here that never seen a psych. Obviously, people in here are
Yeah.
going to be very unintelligent. Not obviously, Ski was a bit different, but
Yeah, I do look
just
weird.
the group itself. You're drawing
Yep.
attention to the group is what the group is drawing attention to itself. My bear standing out because of his mechanical servitor linkage looking like stuff, and just
I
a
look
display
really
of
fucking weird.
unusual things happening is causing eyes turn towards all of you, which can be dangerous if some zealot goes, Damon! And wants to kill you. So,
Okay.
we will pause here. And with this, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream.